Can we talk Taylor Swift?
Oh, please. Listen, I could talk Taylor Swift all day long.
You've been going down that rabbit hole. I mean, you've learned a few tidbits, right?
The people that tell me they're not interested in the story baffle me. It's the most fascinating, gripping story in pop culture and in sports, and
You were
it's such a
emailing
nice
us
escape.
last night about the dress. You had information about the dress.
The dress, a Ralph Lauren dress. I'm not sure whether it's $320 or $398, somewhere in that neighborhood, made by Ralph Lauren, sold out in 20 minutes. So think about that. People saw that dress, found out who made it, and bought it and sold out Ralph Lauren in 20 minutes. If anyone doubts the power of Taylor, that is a reminder she is a force to be reckoned with. And for that one politician that says she's no longer hot, she is hotter than ever.
You might need a little more cash if you want to buy the ring that she's got.
That's a little out of my league, buddy.
It's like maybe up to $1 million. Well, you know what? There's another person who knows probably more than us about Taylor Swift. That's USA Today reporter Bryan West. And you are covering Taylor Swift exclusively. Bryan, I know you've been really busy talking to all the news outlets. Welcome back, though, to Connecting America, where earlier in the week we were asking you whether that podcast there was an Easter egg about her getting engaged.
Good morning, Dave. Hi, Jim. Yes, I was showing you these documents, which is the transcripts and all my notes. And Taylor said during that podcast interview that she would never do an Easter egg for her personal life. What's interesting, though, is Travis Kelce said 3 times, "I'm the luckiest man in the world." And then he also, during one point, she was being self-deprecating. He said, "You're the most brilliant songwriter in the world." And she said, "Says her boyfriend." He looks into the camera and smirks. And what we now know is Ed Kelce, his dad, is revealing, he told the ABC in Cleveland that Travis proposed shortly after that episode. So if the timeline works out, they were setting up during that episode. He said that Travis told her before dinner, "Hey, we should go out to his garden at his estate in Kansas City." And that's where he asked the question.
So she didn't notice the flowers that were in that garden? Come on.
It's a big estate.
Okay.
So it's a big place.
You talk about Trav's dad. He said it was about 2 weeks ago. How did this stay under wraps for 2 weeks?
That is a great question. He also was saying during it that when he got the FaceTime from Travis and from Taylor, that he was talking to Travis and saying, "When are you going to tell the world?" And Travis said, "Whenever Taylor wants me to." Of course, the timing is the most Taylor way. It was 13 days after the podcast aired.
And I know the dads were giving him advice about when to do this. They were saying, don't worry about a spectacle as much as be in the moment and focus on the meaning of what's about to happen. So some fatherly advice from both of them.
Both Ed and Scott told Travis, you could do it on the side of the road if you wanted to. What's important is that you just make the ask. He wanted a huge, elaborate setup. And Swifties love this because Taylor referenced in Tortured Poets album that she wanted to go to secret gardens hidden in her mind to escape the world. She said, "I hate it here." And he set up a secret garden that he proposed in.
I want to ask you one more thing about the post, which was liked 14 million times in the 1 hour after. For those that don't understand, the English teacher and your gym teacher getting married, explain that.
So she has a song that she wrote about Travis Kelce called So High School. She was playing off that saying the English teacher, she's a lyricist, the poet. I'm wondering if she's the English teacher, who the music teacher would be. But since he's the athlete, he's the gym teacher. What's also interesting, and I feel like not talked about enough, is the dynamite emoji, which I feel like is their confirmation of their couple's name. They have always gone by TNT. He got her a bracelet that said that, like dynamite. So I guess that's what we're going with. Instead of Tavis or Swelsey, it's TNT.
What about wedding dates, wedding venues? Who's going to be invited? Are we?
Everybody wants to know. I know Swifties are dreaming about this day, whether it would be more public or private. What's interesting about Taylor is she has always had this private connection with the public. But with Travis, she has now embraced this other side. She could have kept it more of a secret for longer, but instead is embracing and saying it out into the world. And so I'm curious if there will be a larger wedding or if it'll be private.
Spotify reported that So High School jumped nearly 400% after the news of the engagement. She is a one-woman tour de force that impacts so many aspects of our economy. It blows my mind.
It's amazing. Bryan West, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Be sure to check back in with us when you learn more about
Every day,
anything.
Bryan should be on.
anything Swiftie.
At least once a week, I request
Exactly.
Bryan West.